Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be doing this very pretty makeup look. I wanted to go for a soft pink with the majority of my favorite products or products that I haven't used in a little while that I really love. So this is my birthday look. By the time you're watching this, my birthday is already gone, but I wanted to sit down on my actual birthday, do a favorite makeup. This is like my ultimate go-to makeup look where I want to look very pretty with very minimal effort. I don't have to think about it, and I know I'm going to love how everything looks. This is what I go for. So basically my go-to favorite makeup. Very, very pretty, very glowy. It is just my kind of makeup. Glowy, subtle, natural, if you can call a full face of makeup natural. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Before we get into it, and with red here on my side, please be sure to subscribe. It is super easy. All you need to do is hit the little red subscribe button down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let's get right into the makeup. Since today is my birthday, I thought I would sit down, do a bit more of a chit-chatty makeup look. Something pretty simple, probably my usual kind of makeup, but I wanted to use a few favorite products and then a few products that I haven't used in a little while. So by the time you're watching this, it's not my birthday anymore. I'm not gonna be uploading this the day off, but I thought it would be fun to just sit down, chit-chat, do my makeup, you know, just fun things to me, or for me. So let's begin with a primer. My skin feels very tight this morning. I'm not sure why. I've had already my full skincare. So I'm gonna start with the Merit Great Skin. I love this product. I usually use this more as a skincare and as a primer whenever my skin is feeling much drier than usual. So that'll be for the most part during winter or colder months. But today, for whatever reason, my skin is very, very dry. It's very gloomy outside, so I'm hoping the light in this video is gonna be decent, if not. I don't think it's gonna be good, but at least decent. I am literally very close to the windows right now, so it could be pretty bright at the same time because I'm like right in front, but it is very gloomy. It's a very gloomy day, which it's my favorite types of day, so this is perfect for me. Not the best for filming, but my favorite type of day. There was just some thunder. I don't know if you heard it. I think the Merit Great Skin has absorbed pretty good into my skin. So I'm gonna go on with my second primer. This is probably my favorite. If I had to pick just one glowy primer, it would be this one by Charlotte Tilbury, the Hollywood Flawless Filter. For a minute, I didn't remember the name. It's one of my favorite products, and it is definitely one that I like to wear on special occasions when I want to make sure that my makeup is going to be flawless and looking its absolute best. I'm planning on filming a video of what I got for my birthday. I see these videos a lot, or especially in the UK YouTube girls. I really like to watch those videos. I'm super nosy, and pretty much all of my birthday presents, the bigger bulk, are from myself to me, from me to me. So I think it's just a fun thing to just watch. So let me know if you're interested. I did buy a few things, including this beautiful dress that I'm wearing. I've been obsessed since I discovered this brand. This is Hill House Home brand. It's a brand of clothing, but they started with this dress specifically, the Ellie. They call them the nap dress, and they're so comfortable. I have acquired quite a collection since a year ago that I discovered them. Literally right before my birthday, I treated myself to two of these dresses. Yeah, last year around May, before my birthday, I was like, that's gonna be a good birthday present. And since then, things have spiraled a lot. So anyway, I'm gonna go now with what has been my current favorite. I don't want to call it, not a foundation, this is a skin tint, but a base product. For the past year or so, skin tints have been pretty much the only thing that I use whenever I'm wearing some kind of base. Just feels, it's very light, it gives you a light coverage, just evens out your skin tone. Especially this one. I think this one is I don't think. It is my favorite skin tint. I haven't tried that many, maybe like 4, one from the drugstore, two from the drugstore, and two higher end, including this one, and this one is my favorite. It just blends into your skin really nicely. It has a ton of skincare properties. Don't ask me too much about ingredients because I don't know. I just know that's one of the big thing of this product. So I really love it, and it just makes your skin look like skin and very natural, but it gives you that extra. Like your skin just looks very beautiful whenever you're wearing this. I really love it. And it just started raining really, really hard. This is, again, my favorite type of day. I was planning on going out, maybe go to Barnes & Noble. That was my main thing. I'm like, I want to go to Barnes & Noble, a coffee shop that's near my area that I really love. Just sit down, read my book. I'm in the middle, not in the middle, like 100 pages into Never, which I have it somewhere there, but just has things. I'm reading it also in my Kindle. I always have my Kindle around with me, clearly. So I'm reading it. I'm like, I want to say, I'm on chapter 6, just started chapter 6, so I think it's almost around that 100 page mark. I don't know because I have it on my Kindle. My book is there, and I just pretty much read a few chapters in there, and then I just switched to my Kindle. I go back and forth. Are you the same like I am? Let me know. I literally, whenever I'm reading a book, I always, pretty much always have it physical and then on my Kindle. It's just a habit, and I really like to have the Kindle because it's so accessible. It's very easy to read at night with my Kindle, especially comparing it to a physical book. It's just perfection. And I just, among the things that I got for my birthday, I ordered myself a new case for my Kindle and a little pop socket and some stickers to put in the back of my Kindle. Because I really like this, but this does add some bulk whenever I'm carrying it around in my bags. And although I've been loving totes for the bigger bulk of this year, I got one of my birthday presents to myself was a new bag, which I already uploaded that video, the Cassie 19. And I discovered that without the case, my Kindle fits very nicely in the Cassie 19. So I've been pretty much removing the case and then just taking it by itself. But I think that case that I got, I haven't received it yet. It's clear, so it's very thin, and I don't think it adds much bulk to the Kindle, if that makes sense. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be good for me to take my Kindle around with me. Oh my goodness, I just noticed. I said it was gonna be a very chit-chatty video. I'm just kind of like chatting away with like a friend, catching up on things. How cute is this mug? I didn't buy this as a birthday present. I just got it randomly from TJ Maxx. It's from the brand, the English brand Pormarian. I think that's how you pronounce it. Probably I'm butchering the name. But this specifically, it's the Botanical Collection. I think that's how it's called. I don't know. It's called, yeah, the Botanic Garden Collection. This adorable thing comes with a coaster for your cup, or I also sometimes use it as a topper, so my tea remains hot or like warmer for longer. But this is hydrangea. How adorable. I love hydrangeas. We tried having them in our yard, but they died constantly. We tried like twice and they just kept dying. So anyway, this is the hydrangea, and my dress that I'm wearing right now from Hill House. This is a hydrangea print, brand new. First time I'm wearing it. It's the pink hydrangea, the Ellie version. I had bought the same dress, well, not the same dress, the same print in a different type of dress, but it didn't fit. So I was able to get this one. This is a Nantucket store exclusive. So Hill House has a few stores around, well, they have in New York, I think 2 of them, and they have one in Charleston, maybe one in Florida, and then a seasonal one in Nantucket. So they just released this shade, the pink hydrangea, for I guess, I don't know, spring or whatever. But this one was exclusive to the Nantucket Island store, this Ellie design. So obviously I live in Texas, so there's no way that I was gonna be able to go to Massachusetts to get a dress. So I did get it shipped by someone who bought them to send them around to girls who were not in Nantucket. So anyway, I got it, I think a few days ago before I filmed this, and and it's so lovely. I was gonna wear a different dress for my birthday, also by Hill House, that I just recently got in the summer drop. Blue, beautiful, a collaboration with a UK artist. But whenever I receive this, I'm like, never mind, I'm gonna be wearing my pink hydrangea. It's such a beautiful, beautiful dress. And I'm just here doing my makeup. Like I mentioned, I'm probably just going to sit down, do the makeup, and just chat away about whatever. So that's what we're doing. Rain is now fully on, which it's really nice. There's been a big water problem back home in Mexico, especially in my city. I'm from Tampico, Mexico, and my parents and every single person that lives in the city, like the metro area, it's 3 different cities together, Tampico, Madero, Altamira, they're having a big crisis with water because they have no water. It hasn't rained in a very long time. So literally they are getting like a few neighborhoods, or like all the neighborhoods get like water, I think, every so often. So there's no water coming out. So it's pretty much a crisis at this point. I think by the time I'm filming this, I talked to my mom this morning and she says things are getting better. So I think they're having a little more water. I think a few states like from around provided with some water to the city or to the metro area. So I think they're getting a little bit better, but it still hasn't rained. So the lakes or lagoons, I don't know how you say it, are dried up. So if there's no water coming, you know, from the natural sources, there's just no water for the city, which is a very, very big crisis. So I've been telling my parents, like, guys, just come over. Like, we are pretty good here with the water. There's no problems. So they might come here sooner than they anticipated. They usually come like and stay with us for a few months, like twice a year. But the summer is the time that they're usually back home. But with this happening, they might be arriving sooner, which of course makes me very happy. I love having my parents here. I know that's probably an odd concept for a lot of people, but I'm very close to my parents, both of them. So I just love having them here. It's always a treat whenever they're here. So hopefully they do end up coming home here soon. So anyway, just doing my makeup normally, like I would normally do. I am using this newer palette. I've been using 2 of my oldest ones from Hourglass to set my makeup, or especially my corrector concealer, but I wanted to bust this one out because out of all of my Hourglass palettes, this is my favorite, absolutely favorite. So yeah, I think that's really what's going on. Another thing, we did recently adopt a new doggy. I named him Ringo, and he is so big. He was one of those street doggies that Prudence, I call her my street dog that I feed, brought over. Unfortunately, to this day, Prudence, after living here for almost 2 years and feeding her for this amount of time, she still doesn't trust me enough for me to touch her. So I can't touch her. I just feed her every day, give her water twice a day, feed her twice a day. This has been the same routine for the past 2 years. And she still doesn't come close to us. She's very scared of people. So she still remains as my street doggy who I feed, and I will continue to feed until she decides to come home and stay here for good. But yeah, she just brought him one day, and he was part of her crew, her little pack, as Red. We adopted Red a year ago, whenever we were here for around a little bit, coming to a year in this house. Red was the original companion of Prudence, the German Shepherd that I was referring to. She lives outside. And yeah, so we just basically ended up getting Red last year. And then I want to say around, I don't know, 3 months maybe, we got Ringo, which he is a big German Shepherd mix. He is huge. He's around 100 pounds, I'm pretty sure. Getting near the 100 pound. Because, of course, he was skinny, and we're getting him back to a good, healthy weight for his size. But he's a big dog. He's a black, big dog. And he's very sweet, very kind. Animal control actually got him, not the way I would have liked, because they were pretty, you know, they shot him like a dart to put him down to sleep, and that's how we were able to get a hold of him. And yeah, we adopted him ever since. So it's been like 3 months that we got him, maybe, yeah, getting close to 3 months. Originally we took him to the vet the minute he was put down or shot with a dart to sleep by animal control, and I was like, hey, I'm claiming him, he's mine, leave him alone. So we took him to the doctor right away when he was like still drowsy and sleeping. And I'm also, I actually don't want to use this, I don't know why I got this. I want to use my favorite combo. I don't know why I went like this. My favorite combo, which has been my favorite combo for a while. Charlotte Tilbury with Merit. Specifically, this is Pillow Talk. So anyway, yeah, so we took him to the vet to get all his vaccines while he was still under the anesthesia from that dart that they shot him. And while we were there, one of the girls that works at the vets, a vet tech, was like, oh my god, he's so pretty. He was still asleep. He's very cute. Is he up for adoption? What are you guys gonna do with him? The idea was that Ringo was going to be adopted. We wanted to get him adopted. We're just gonna rescue him and then find him a home. That always happens in this household whenever we bring a new animal. So anyway, she was like, he's so cute. And then we kept talking to her after like a few weeks, and we were like, okay, if you want to adopt him, let's talk about it. He got fixed literally a week after we rescued him. We got him fixed and everything was good. So we were like, okay, let him get fully recovered from the surgery, have his stitches removed, and then, or whatever we had to do, just get him better after the surgery, and then we can take him to your house and then figure things out. So she was like, okay, I'm gonna keep him, he's precious, I really like him. So Ringo went over to her house for 3 weeks, and of course he's back. I don't know what happened there. Interesting thing is, he is the sweetest boy. He's very calm. Even when we just adopted him, right? Like the next few days, he would see Prudence, that's again the German Shepherd that lives outside, through the window, and he would just wag his tail. He had no inclination at all of like jumping out of a window, trying to escape the house, like nothing. Super chill. I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips because I feel very dead looking, using my newest Lisa Eldridge lip liner. So anyway, I can't talk. I was talking about Ringo, wasn't I? Yes. So I was talking about Ringo and how he never showed any signs of trying to run away or like run out of the house, escape through a window, like nothing. He would see Prudence and just wag his tail, and that's it, call it a day. But this girl called us, I want to say like 2 weeks into her having Ringo. She goes like, oh yeah, he keeps escaping through a door that's not very secure, and he figured out how to unlatch it or something. So he keeps running out, but I'm at work all day, so a few of my neighbors have kept him in their yard, and they say he's pretty good. He just stays in the yard, and he doesn't just want to be inside. And we're like, okay, sure, whatever. Like, just try to keep an eye on him, let us know, keep us posted. So then, literally a week later, after she gave us that call, she calls again, and she's like, guys, I cannot keep him anymore. He jumped through a window. And we're like, excuse me, what? Apparently he did. He jumped through a window, and he got like, I'm assuming a big piece of the window in one of his back foot. Because we're like, what's going on? Like, is that really true? So we were like, that's okay, we'll get him back. We're not gonna risk him in any way. So I didn't rescue this doggy to be back on the streets. I'm like, give him to me. So we went to pick him up the next day, and he had 2 big staples on his back foot, and he had a cut in his lip, I think. So yes, he had jumped out of the window. I don't know what made him do that, because he had never presented any type of sign of he wanting to escape, or of him, like, it was super odd. But whatever, we were like, you know what, he's coming back home, so we took him back in. So we're never gonna know what happened in reality, because he's so chill, and he's just, I don't know. We don't know what caused him to want to jump off a window, but he did. So he's back with us, and well, at this point, honestly, I think I would be pretty traumatized if I had to go to the lengths of jumping off a window because I didn't want to be at home, you know, with whatever people. So we're thinking kind of like, we're not gonna find him at home anymore. I don't trust anyone. Like, I really don't trust anyone after what happened. So he's home, he's happy, he's a good doggy. We're getting everyone adjusted to each other. Everyone seems to be fine, except for Pinto, my senior. I don't trust him around him just yet, because Pinto, my senior, he's very peculiar with other dogs, getting close to him and just being in his business. So he has growled at him a few times, like Pinto to Ringo. So because Ringo is so much bigger than him, I just would never leave them together alone. So while we get things settled, they're together only whenever they're supervised. But if they are like just chilling, like, I would never leave them together in the same room, you know, because an accident can happen in a blink of an eye, and I'm not risking neither one, especially my Peen, who literally just walked beside me. So yeah, that's kind of like the bigger update that has been going on in this household. We now have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with Ringo, 6 rescue doggies, and my one and only Remus, which Remus is my cat. He's the only one that we've actually formally adopted. We got him from when we were living near Dallas, from Operation Kindness, a rescue up there. And he's my only cat, I love him to death. He's definitely the favorite because he's the one and only one. I say that, and that he's the only one, but we actually have 2, I call them barn cats. They just showed up one day here. I think they're still relatively young. I think they might be less than a year, or a year if that. And they live outside, and I feed them, of course, every day, give them water. So we're not bringing them in because I think at this point they're mostly feral. I don't think they would be okay with being handled. I would like to at least grab them to get them fixed. They're both boys. It's very odd. We don't know why they're 2 boys just so together, because you would think there's another, like a female around, but there's no female. And Pino almost knocked over my camera. But yeah, and then of course we have Prudence, the German Shepherd, and then Red. So Red, we found out, has a brother, which literally looks just like Red. So we literally call them the twins, like they're twins. So he is a little bit darker. That's the only difference between him and Richard, that's his name, the one outside. So outside we have Richard, Prudence, and the 2 cats. This video has literally been me just chatting away about my babies, but that was the updates. I'm pretty much done with my makeup. It looks very washed out, I just realized, because the sun finally came out. It stopped raining, so it's very bright. I do apologize for the lightning. I don't know how to pronounce that. Lighting, there we go. So let's move on with the lips. I applied my Lisa Eldridge lip liner in the shade 2C. So now I've got 3 lipsticks that are possible for this look. So we've got Velvet Beauty, which is a very stunning pink. All of them are pink. I wanted to go for pink. Sunday Matinee, which is one of my favorites. And Love of My Life. Different formulas. This one is the satin formula, which she calls the Luxuriously Lucent. Then the Insanely Saturated, which is Sunday Matinee. And a True Velvet. This is, again, Velvet Beauty. I think the brighter one of this is going to be Love of My Life. So I think I'm gonna go for Love of My Life because I do want a more, because I'm already feeling a little, I want to say washed out, because that's what I'm looking at the camera. But I feel like this look needs a little bit more intensity. So I think I'm gonna go for Love of My Life. Probably one of my favorite lipsticks from her collection. So, or from her line. How pretty. And here is my final birthday makeup. I really love it. I just went with my very basic go-to makeup look, which is pretty much any of Charlotte Tilbury's palettes. I wanted to use Exaggerize, but then I realized that I had the pink going on. So I went for this very old little palette. It's just called the Easy Smoky Eye palette. They don't even make this anymore. But it has the prettiest pillow talky shades in pink. And oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. It's probably my most used palette from hers and in general. And I used as a base Jean by also Charlotte Tilbury, which is one of my favorite from the Exaggerize, and also probably my most used. But anyway, this video was super long as always, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know in the comments below. And just so I know that you watched it to the very end, leave a little pink heart. Let's go for a pink heart today, because I'm wearing all pink everywhere. My favorites, one of my favorite colors, because blue is a high contender. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like always, please give it a big thumbs up. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!